regards to Wilder. He said it's still a big fight. He would like to make the fight happen. How do you feel about what Wilder's accusations about Mark Breland, the water? Because we haven't spoken since then, since those accusations. He said that he'll have proof that they were all in cahoots. Fury, his own trainer Mark Breland, tampering with the water, and the referee.
That's some bull. That's straight. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why would Mark Breland spend his whole career training and being there through probably ups and downs, and probably traveling from where we live to where you go to train Deontay Wilder and putting so much time and effort? Mark Breland ain't no young cat, obviously he's an old guy, be taking those power punches on the pads and sacrifice. Why would he do a lot and all of a sudden team up with Fury? Actually, we don't know, maybe Deontay Wilder done some bullshit to him and he's like, could be a possibility, maybe Deontay Wilder do some dark stuff to him and he's like, I'm gonna get this guy back. But Mark Breland don't strike me as that kind of guy. Mark Breland strike me as a peaceful, honest guy who's a hard worker, and I believe he was a top fighter as well. And Mark Breland got the same kind of stoppage that Deontay Wilder got. So I believe that when he saw Deontay Wilder in that position, it was like he thought, you know what, I've been here before. I know what this is like. And I thought he was the only one that showed real compassion, not just in it for the money, and did the right thing, in my opinion. But who am I? I'm just a guy watching a fight. I'm not part of his team.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Those are the words of Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte. Now, Dillian Whyte, before I saw this, I thought Dillian Whyte was going to blast him, but actually this was some level-headed, sensible explanation. And Wilder states that he will prove that all of them were in cahoots, that Mark Breland was aided to sabotage Deontay Wilder by putting some stuff in his water, by making him all woozy while fighting Tyson Fury. Then Tyson Fury also had the egg weights or nails or something that scratched his ear. Something. Anything. Now, I think that what Dillian Whyte said made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense because it was like, why would Mark Breland go out of his way to sabotage Deontay Wilder at this point of his career? Mark Breland is what, in his late 50s, mid 50s? He's been a fighter himself. He's been with this guy 12 years. Why would you waste 12 years to fuck over somebody? You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like this was a Joshua Wilder fight where winner took all. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the stakes were so high that it was multiple belts on the line and this and that and, millions of dollars. No, it wasn't anything like that. So I don't understand why Mark Breland would do that. Now, also what Dillian Whyte said made also a lot of sense, and I didn't think of this. Mark Breland was a fighter, so he's been stopped like that. So he knew what and what not to take and what not is too much. When you're a fighter, you know that guy's getting hit too much. That guy's not protecting himself. He's not following the game plan. I taught this guy. I trained this guy. I know what this guy's capabilities are. So there should be no reason he's getting hit like that. He's bleeding all over the place. He's bleeding out his ear. We don't really know where the origin is at this point. His nose is busted. His mouth is busted. Okay, he's bleeding all around the face. It could be coming from his head, from his ear. Nobody really knew that. Okay, and he stopped the fight. Kenny Bayless said he was going to stop the fight anyway. I think he stopped the fight, honestly. That's my opinion. I think Kenny Bayless waved that fight off because he didn't like the way Wilder was getting hit. Now, why would you put your faith, if you're Deontay Wilder, why would you put your faith in somebody that never been in the ring before? He said to his camp, like, yo, if I'm hurting, if something's wrong with me, I want to be that guy that goes out on my shield. If I want to take a life, I should be really willing to get my life taken. That sounds like some noble, barbaric shit. some old into the arena shit. It does. It's cool. It sounds good. But at the same time, why would somebody that knows that he's been there, after all the deaths that we had a year before that, why would you want Deontay Wilder to be in that number, or be someone like Adonis Stevenson that probably will never be the same again? He'll probably never be the same type of fighter or the same type of person because of the injuries that he took in that fight alone. No other fight. And Wilder was taking that type of fight. That was the 7th round. Imagine that went on 2 or 3 rounds. He would have been more bleeding, more brutality, more punches to the head, more punches, just more damage, period. And do you think Deontay Wilder would have been the same person if he got out of that ring, if he would have went 12 rounds like that? That fight wouldn't have lasted 12 rounds if Fury kept hitting him like that. And Kenny Bayless himself, understand this, people, he's known to save people from, or fighters, from utter embarrassment or further punishment. You want to know an example? Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. When Conor McGregor was getting hit at will, when he was going down, when he knew, like, look, this guy's going out, let me stop this shit before Floyd really gets into his shit. He stopped it before it is no reason to see more of it, because you already knew Floyd was gonna beat this dude further up than he already did. He was going down anyway. On top of that, Deontay Wilder went down already twice. So there's no reason to know. It would be different if Wilder didn't go down. He was just tough. Like, the punches wouldn't hurt me. I had a little blood. That would be a totally different situation. Now, that I could understand. But Wilder already went down twice. Head and to the body. So he's getting busted up and getting dropped with every punch. Right? With every area made, what I'm trying to say. Right? So I don't think that Mark Breland would have done that. And Mark Breland had his back. You know, throwing him under the bus is totally unprofessional. You know, and this is my thing to end this video. If Deontay Wilder has proof that he can tie all this shit together, I can't wait. Like he says, I can't wait to see it. That's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Dillian Whyte's comments towards the Glovegate and Mark Breland's conspiracy. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.
You are now tuned in to my main man Dubs. If you want that garbage, go somewhere else. If you want that music that matters, he came to the right spot. Hey Dubs, talk to him.
This is not for the weak-hearted. Ever since the beat started, the flow switched up.